I'm trying to think what I was trying to. Right, right. I brought the farms because like I was looking at the like I was looking at them, and I realized
Hmm.
so like, your two earliest options for guns are the wheel lock pistol and the bossy carbine, I think it's called. And it's just weird that
Yep.
that's the gun that they include for like early access to firearms.
I mean, there's Archivist.
Okay, but do you know? I haven't seen how to make an arquebus, but do you know what the bossy
Oh,
carbine
you use
is?
iron.
Well, yeah, no, I don't have
I'm
iron, but
guessing it.
the bossy carbine
Well,
can be
I'm
made with
guessing it's like
bronze.
a two-shot. It's a well, from the looks of it, it's a two-shot gun.
Yeah, yeah. So the way the do you know how they do it though? How they did that? Because that's based on a real
It's
design.
yeah. I know it's based on a real design. I don't exactly know how it works. My
Yeah,
guess is like you put it like it's like two things. Like you put two things in there, or it could be that like the cartridge is like using metal cartridges. Maybe I
yeah.
don't know.
The design was developed before like cartridges were developed. It was for muzzle loaders, and basically, like, okay, so like in the era of like wheel lock and flintlock guns and stuff, you it was if you want to fire more than one shot, your general like solution to that was to carry more than one gun. They did try like multi-barrel designs, but again, in the era of like wheel lock and flintlock guns, that wasn't very practical. One of the designs they went with though was that they basically you have a I'm trying to think of how to describe it well. I can't remember the actual like term for it, but basically it's staged. So like you got one
Oh, it's
lock
like
system.
a
Yeah, you
basically it's like a
I keep
two-stage rocket kind of thing.
kinda yeah. I keep trying to talk with my hands and it's messing up my like my motion tracking because it cannot keep up with my hands properly. Okay,
Bruh.
so yeah, basically you load the powder and bullet for the first round, and then in front of that you load more powder and another bullet. Now you have to be very careful because if you like short load, so if like you can end up like short loading or long loading the first one, and so if it's like underpowered, I'm trying to think how to explain this properly. Sorry. If you end up like
You
loading the first,
basically have to match it,
yeah, you have to
or
make sure everything lines
else.
up right, or else you will have like calamity in right near your face. But yeah, no, then you have like
Yes.
two separate lock systems for igniting them. And I know some iterations went up to as many as 5 shots staged like that.
Mm.
Now, the invention of the percussion cap and cap lock system that made that kind of like threw that out the door because now it's like, oh well, if I want more rounds, I can just have more barrels. Or when the revolver was
Hmm.
developed, more chambers. And then right after that, we
Hmm.
started developing the metallic cartridges.
Well, I mean, metallic cartridges existed then, but that's only for like rich
It
people.
it
I've
varied.
seen
Like
Forgotten Arms. I've seen
forgotten
Forgotten
weapons.
Arms. Forgotten Weapons. Sorry. I was like, was it? I've seen Forgotten Weapons.
Yeah, metal cartridges. I'm trying to remember when they were first developed. They were around for a while, but cap and ball
They
guns were
need to
still
put
around.
that in the mod. They need to put like metal cartridges. Like make it like I
Bro,
don't care how expensive it is. Like that would be great.
it's not that a it's not that metal cartridge
No,
expense.
like
So
no, like in the game, like oh yeah, you have to make like one ingot only makes like two casings. I wouldn't
no,
mind
no, no.
that.
So like it's not that material wise a casing is pretty cheap to make. It's just that in terms of the
No, I'm
industrial
talking
like
in game.
yeah, I get in game. I'm just saying that like the industrial base you need for producing them is the issue.
Well, I mean that's kind of the thing in the game. There is no industry.
The game's entirely about industry. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing you can automate in that game is just like
Windmills.
uh it, it yeah, windmill, and even then it can only make like refined ingots, right, from your iron, and like
That's
your
hold on,
bloom,
I just gotta
and
fix my
as
headset.
well as plates, but everything else you have to make it by hand.
Sorry, I was fixing my headset.
So like in the game with the windmill, the only thing you can automate is of course the quern, and like the health hammer, which can only make what you call it, which can only help you refine blooms, right? After after the bloomery furnace thing, make some iron there, and uh plates, like metal plates. You want to make metal, like a lot of metal plates, like plate armor. That is the best way to use that. Everything else you have to make it by hand.
Anyways, I mean, making things by
Anyway,
hand is making things by hand is still industry, but that's not industry. Doesn't mean automation. It just means like the capacity for manufacturing.
I
But that's
know,
not.
but like the thing is, what I meant by hand is that you're making one of these a lot of the time, one of these at a time.
Yeah.
My name is Daz. You should go subscribe to Badger on YouTube.